All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm Creatively Lisa, and I'm inspiring the creative within. Hi, vibing in from Long Beach, California. Woo! Happy. Still summertime. Can you believe it? August is almost over. Holy smokes. Well, today I wanted to talk about something a little different than I normally do. And it got me to really start thinking about a lot of different things. I touch on this frequently on that you have to, when you're raising your vibration and you want to live in a happy, high vibe state, it's it's all kinds of different things. It has to do with all kinds of things. It has to do with your mindset, obviously, it has to do with your environment, but I've gone into it a little bit, but not a lot. So today I want to specifically touch on one specific thing that makes a big difference, and it makes a big difference in a big way. And and so I want to go in on that, and I want to talk about the products that we use on our bodies. Um, it can adjust our it can either help and raise our vibration, or it can lower it. It can also help us stay healthy, or it could do the opposite and cause us to get sick. And more often than not, the stuff that you buy out in the stores are causing you to get sick, and you don't even know it. You don't even realize it. And so that's what I want to talk about today, is that exact thing, is what you're using on your body makes all the difference in the world. And I'm going to talk about skincare, makeup specifically, but it's in general. It's everything. It's your body. It's your hair and your shampoo gels, and your shampoo and conditioners. It's your shower gels and body lotions. It's everything. But makeup is huge. And recently, a few years ago, and I'm going to talk about sunscreen to start with because it's so important for our skin. And then I want to tap into a few other things and tell you why. So a few years ago, I don't know, probably wasn't out advertised or shown on the media very much, because no one wants to put that out there. They want to keep all this quiet, which is our the people that are supposed to be protecting us really have do not have our best interest at heart. And if that's news to you at this point, I'm sorry, but most of you already know it. And most people in most situations is the people that are supposed to be and keep us safe and keep our the regulations and our skincare and all our products chemical free and toxin free. They don't really care. It's all about the money. But a few years ago, some companies had to make some huge shifts and changes, and I'm happy to say that the one that I partner with made that change and actually went into it with it already done. And it's pretty fantastic. But it was the summertime, and in Hawaii and in Australia and New Zealand did it as well. But they outlawed sunscreen. Yep, outlawed sunscreen. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because of the toxic chemicals that's in the sunscreen. People were putting it on their bodies, going into the ocean, and it was killing the sea life, the sea turtles, the coral. It was causing lots of problems with the coral. And so they said, nope, no more. And over 90% of the companies out there had to scramble because they didn't care, because they put crap in the sunscreen. And it was toxic. It was toxic to the environment. But here's the rub. It was toxic to you and you don't even know it. And I bet most of you are still using those brands to this day. And so they very quickly slid by. And I mean that. So Banana Boat, Copper Tone, all of the store-bought sunscreens they couldn't sell anymore in New Zealand. They couldn't sell anymore in Hawaii or Australia. Boom, gone. It had to be considered reef safe. So it forced them to scramble and do something. Did they do it on their own? No, they didn't. They didn't do it on their own. They had to have somebody push them and for them to actually do the right thing. Well, my company already did it in advance, and we had reef safe sunscreen. And I thought, what's that mean? What does reef safe mean? Well, a few months later, I learned what it meant when ours was one of the only sunscreens that was allowed on the islands. Yes, and that did not tear up or hurt the environment whatsoever. But most importantly, it did not hurt the individual using it. It actually was good for their skin. And that's kind of what I want to start with today, is that exact thing. So when you, and I'm going to talk about makeup as well, but use a good sunscreen with a high concentration as SPF on the face and neck to start with. Always use that as a base. I mean, we all are out in the sun, unless you live in a dark place all the time. Use sunscreen. So put that on your skin first. And what I use, mine is a mineral-based sunscreen. And I use mineral makeup as well, but I use a mineral-based sunscreen. And what I've discovered, how I can take the oil, kind of mellow out the oil, but it still gives me the moisture and the protection my skin needs, is I take a Kleenex and I dab it on my skin. I dab it all over, and then it takes that oiliness, that surface oil out. And it also allows for instead of me having to consistently use a primer, makeup primer, that covers it. 2-in-1. Yep, 2-in-1. Now, I want to talk about makeup a little bit, because we put this on our face and our body and our skin almost every single day. I've got it on right now. Did you know, I love this question because I now ask it all the time. Did you know that in the United States, the country has only banned 900 toxins? That's it, 900. There's a lot more. 900 that are not allowed in any skincare products, makeup, anything. Only 900. And they grandfathered in thousands. I can't remember the exact number. And if you need this, I got it written down. I just didn't realize I was going to be saying this until right now. Has grandfathered in thousands of them that were never even tested from back in like the 50s and 60s. Grandfathered them in. It's called inert ingredients. Look at it. Look it up. It's almost in everything. And they're horrible toxins that can kill you. I used to get migraines insanely bad. Didn't know why. I just thought it was my growing up. It's what I had to deal with. Family had it. I had it. We all had it. That was it. Until I learned something. So I use a tissue. Let me show you, because I didn't realize I brought one. I put it here. I put it here. I put it all over my face, and it just takes the surface oil out before you put your makeup on. Then, so that's one, over 900. Now, that's toxins. Now, those are very low vibration. Not only are they toxic, but they're low vibrational. So it's really messing with your energy, emotional energy, your energetic field. But it's also messing with your physical body energy as well. It's causing all sorts of things, and on top of each other over time after time after time after time. It causes toxic overload. It messes with our hormones. It messes with so many other conditions start happening, allergies, everything starts happening. And our medical system and stuff are not putting two and two together. They're not putting it together, whether they don't want to, or they just don't think to, or they don't know. But one has to do with the other. And when you if I put a little bit of acid on my skin here in one spot, over time, that's going to eat away at my hand. One time doing it, probably a little drop doing it, isn't going to cause me a lot of problems. Same thing. If I take a little arsenic, it's not going to cause me a lot of problems today. One tiny little bit. But if I keep taking it again and again and again and again and again and again, pretty soon it's going to build up in my system and kill me, or make me really sick and cause all sorts of organ issues. So I'm not on a political thing and all that, but I just want to let you know kind of what you're putting on your body is going in your body. And what's going in your body is causing all sorts of energy things. So I say this because it's what we surround ourselves with. I always talk about the E in meds for raising your vibration, mindset, environment, and daily habits. E is environment. And it's what you put on your body. That's your environment as well as your home and everything else. And so the United States outlaws 900. Europe, over 1,500. They outlaw and say cannot be in any skincare, makeup products, any body care products, anything. 1,500. Company I work with, they don't put them in to begin with, but they've discovered that's out there, that's in stuff that they stay away from, over 2,500. Over 2,500. That's a lot. So the makeup that you're using every day, see if it has bismuth in it. See if it has talc in it. Talc is really scary, among other things. See if all these ingredients. This is a clean makeup. So when you're putting your skincare and your makeup on, I prefer a mineral-based makeup, but there's liquid ones out there. We have them as well that are just as effective. But I like the mineral because it helps my skin breathe, and I can layer it, and it doesn't look funny out over time. You can layer it really easily. I have a great brush system that I use, but a really good foundation that's going to really support your skin. That's so important. I use a little touch-up pen to go in and touch up if there's any little spots. That's always good to have on hand. Touch-up pen, I call it. Got your powder. And then you've got a really good blush that matches your skin. Look at your hair and stuff and kind of see what blends well with it. But I really just want to talk about the skincare or the makeup in general. Eyeshadows, and you have to really watch what's in your eyeshadows. You have to really be conscious of it because they put stuff in there to give it the tint and the shade. Lipstick, there's nothing that red. So they're adding stuff to it to get that deep red. What's going on your lips, and it's going in your body. Red number whatever. Remember that years ago? All of this plays a role. And a lot of the products that are being used, like for instance, different types of lipsticks and lip stuff, they're designed to dry your skin out, so you keep using them again and again and again. It makes a difference. They want you to keep buying more. And then you wonder why you don't feel well. When I went in and I shifted, same thing with mascara. That's another one. You're going to be very careful with the mascara. It's on your eyes. It's in your eyes. It's around your eyes. You're very conscious of what mascara you're using as well. So important. So people think, oh, I'm going to be happy. Well, it takes more than just saying the words. It's changing your diet. It's changing your what you surround yourself with, all your body and skincare products, your cleaning products. Think about that. Over 2,500 known toxic chemicals that my company's found already. And they're out there being used in everything. Makeup is horrible. We've been coined the clean makeup. It's the cleanest out there. It is the cleanest out there. You literally could eat it if you wanted to, and it wouldn't hurt you. You wouldn't like the taste of it, but you could. So, because what goes on you goes in you. So be very conscious of the makeup that you're using, the blush that you're using, the stuff that you're using around your eyes, your eyeliner. All of these products play a role in how you feel. They play a role in how you feel on the outside because you look at yourself and you see yourself beautiful. But they also play a role on how you feel and look on the inside. Because if you're putting these chemicals and these toxins on your body, it's going in your body and it's lowering your energies, lowering your vibration, it's lowering your body's immune system, it's lowering all of this, and then it causes you to be depressed and mopey and not feel well, headaches, migraines, you name it. It can cause all kinds of things. And you just have to be aware of what you're using, what you're surrounding yourself with on every minute. It's not easy because you got to get rid of everything. But once it's gone, then it's easy because you just don't let it in your house. There's a couple good apps too. Think Dirty is an app that you can download. It's a free app, and you scan barcodes, and it'll actually give you what's in it. And if it's red, yellow, or green, and you want it to be green, Now, not every product on the planet is on it, but a lot of them are. A lot of the known ones are, and you will be surprised at how many products that you use that are really filled with toxins or have questionable ingredients, stuff that does not need to be in there, and therefore it does not need to be in your body or your environment. It doesn't. The more you can take care of yourself and love yourself and give yourself these things, the more you're going to see notices and changes in how you feel. And I'm gonna come clean because I have ran myself really tired, and I've not eaten as well as I should have. I only buy grass fed and organic and all of that, but it's still, I'm still, it's organic palm sugar or whatever, but it's still sweet. It's still sweet, So all of these things, and I buy snacks, not so good, not so good. So I'm now dealing with it, and it's causing me to be much more focused on everything that I'm doing. And the more you take care of you and use the right products that's actually good for you, that supports your body, supports your mind, supports everything that you're doing, the more you're giving back to you, and in turn, you will feel better. You'll raise your energy. You feel more beautiful on the outside and inside, and you will glow. You'll have a glow about you. And it makes all the difference in the world. I mean, I use the makeup, the eyeshadow. I use it all. I use it all. I even use the brushes. They come from Italy. How cool is that? It's my favorite place. Anyway, I digress. But when you're using makeup, you're putting on lipstick, you're putting on lip gloss, what's in it? What's in it? Think about that, because it all plays a part in, I love this color. I love it. If you want to know more about it, let me know. Post lipstick in the comments and I'll hook you up. Because this right here truly moisturizes my lips. And they feel amazing. And they look good too. And there's nothing in it that causes problems. What's on our lips is so important, because we're constantly eating. We're actually eating it. We are, whether we realize it or not, we're eating it. And we're probably kissing people as well, and they might be getting it on them too. And that's the last thing I ever want to do, is use something that can harm somebody else, or most important and importantly, use something that can harm my animals. Like I can harm my animals. The products I use on the floor, everything. So just think about this. And it's baby steps. When I first started getting going on this, it was baby steps for me. And it was hard. I was like, I had all this stuff, and my mindset was a little on the poverty side, so I don't want to toss anything. And I was realizing, wait a minute, I'm poisoning myself, and I'm allowing it. Okay, yeah, no, it's gone. And just start getting rid of stuff little by little. Next time you have to buy something, next time you have to buy laundry soap, next time you have to buy blush or mascara, change your brand. Find a brand that does not have any toxins in it, that is clean. If this is something you want to know more about, post clean in the comments below, and I will contact you about the skincare, about the makeup, and tell you a little bit more about it and hook you up on it, because it's the best I've ever seen. And since we've come out with it, not a single breakout. No one can say that. We can. Not a single breakout. You know why? Because there's no crap in it. There's nothing that's not supposed to be in it. Beautiful, positive ingredients, high vibrational ingredients. Yes, it's infused with essential oils. Fantastic. And it works. And it works beautifully. And you don't even feel like you have anything on your skin. Pretty awesome, huh? I know. So just look at your labels. Think about what you're buying. Think about what you're putting on your skin and in your body, and be very conscious of it. Because raising your vibration is more than just, being happy for a minute. It's consistency and shifting and changing everything that you're doing, so that you can live a more positive, happy life, and so that you can shine brightly and help others do the same. That's what it's all about. So with that said, I will see you on the next live. Oh, guess what? Going to the dentist. I post on this. Going to the dentist today. I'll have this whole process done, you mark my words, by the end of next month, which will be 2 years since I started this tooth situation. I'll have all my dental stuff taken care of by the end of September, when it started. So with that said, Until next time, remember to always create something magnificent. Be very conscious of what you're putting on you and in you and all around you. And I'll see you on the next live. Ciao.